Hello and welcome to the video lecture on displaying XML data. Now we've seen what XML is. We've seen various ways of how to store it. We've seen ways of retrieving it. And now we need to display it to somebody. For instance, there are really two ways, really one way. Extensible Style Sheet Language Transformation, XSLT, is simply another language used to transform the data. So, as I said in the previous video, it's just like opening up a CSV file with Excel. You open up a CSV file with Excel instead of opening up a CSV file with a text editor. If you open it up with a text editor, you're going to get all the commas and all the quote marks and quotation marks and all that kind of stuff. Whereas if you open it up with Excel, you just see the data in its columns. Same kind of idea with XSLT. You're basically going to use, you can translate the XML document into HTML or WAP and WML for cell phones. Without the necessity for two different pages, right? So if I'm looking at it in a computer, XSLT will convert it to HTML. If I'm on my phone, I can use WAP and WML for the pages. So let's take a look at how that works. So here again, we've got our code. And if you're familiar, again, with XML or HTML, this is a lot easier. The first line is simply the version number. The next line is the style sheet that's being used, and again, it's the WW3 consortium. We're going to use a template. We start our HTML. The body of the HTML is the product listing, the table border. Again, if you're into HTML, so we've got our header, that's the product listing. Our table border is one width. We've got our table color highlighted in orange. We've got our table headers. We've got a description of finish or price, which ends our table definition. And then we actually start going through our table rows. And here we've got our for each select furniture company product, which is going to go to our XML document, and it's going to display the description, the finish, the price in each of the columns. It's going to repeat that until it gets to the end. That's the end of our table, the end of our body, and the end of our HTML. So what's going to happen is we've got an HTML document that looks, that's in the upper left. And then when we apply XSLT, it's going to read that file, and it's going to show product listing, and it's going to display it nicely for us, as we see in the lower right. So that is the use of XSLT to display HTML data, and that is the end of that video lecture.